Well, for some people, going on a first date can be nerve-wracking. You might be worried about conversation starters, how to flirt, and whether you're making a true love connection. Well, if you could use a little help from an expert, maybe Pippa Lister can help you. She's a professional matchmaker from Synergy Matchmaking and is full of dating do's and don'ts and how to find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, for that matter. Welcome, Pippa. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you also.
All right, let's go back to the beginning. How did you know you were a matchmaker?
Well, it was actually very organic. I'm very good at networking and I introduce people, whether it be through business or personal, and they just kept getting married. It was a fairly clear sign.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your service and what separates it from other services, because there's so much online dating and all this stuff now.
Executive matchmaking, which is what I do, is a far more personal approach. So it's not online, although I have a website which explains exactly what I do. It's very much one-to-one. So when a client comes to me, what I do is I look at their background, I look at their upbringing, I look at their relationship goals, aesthetically, what kind of person they're looking for, what personality will fit with their. I do psychometric testing to give a real, quite a global picture of what somebody wants.
Psychometric testing?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's looking at personality traits and what will fit in different characters, and or when you've got all of that, you've got, as I say, a comprehensive picture, and you're far more likely to be able to find the exact match so that the relationship will last.
Okay. Now, I know sometimes people, especially executives, kind of inflated, I guess, perception of themselves sometimes. Now, so let's say a guy, you know, he's overweight, balding, super rich, and he wants some young, hot thing. Is that realistic? What do you tell that guy when he says, Pippa, I want this, 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 and this?
Well, I do reserve the right to actually work with who I want to. If somebody is so wildly out of their range, I'm never going to satisfy them. So I do advise and try and rein them a bit more into a, you know, realistic zone. But and if they're open-minded to that, yes, absolutely, I can work with them. But if they're away with the fairies, I can't help them.
And you're like a headhunter, so it's really one-on-one.
Absolutely.
Once you come up with that, I guess, that criteria, then you go and search for the person. Where do you look?
Well, it's very much depends upon what they're looking at. For example, if a man has, if he's into his culture, his arts, the theatre, the opera, I will be going to those kind of places where I'm going to find those kind of sophisticated, educated women with the same kind of likes. It's a very direct, personal approach and tailored specifically for each individual.
Boy, that sounds like a fun job. Now, a lot of people probably have gone through other matchmaking services, maybe dating online, before they come to you for this very personalized service. What's the biggest complaint you hear about that experience?
I guess the biggest complaint I've heard is that the matchmakers don't listen to exactly what the requirements of the clientele are, because, you know, everybody's looking for something different, and it's very important to really have a good understanding so that you can match appropriately. I mean, that's what we're here for at the end of the day.
What does it cost?
Well, it varies depending upon what the person is looking for, their situation, whether they want international, whether they want local. But it starts from a few thousand and goes up of there.
Okay. And if someone needs to come to you more than once, they get to, like, try until they find love, or?
It's an annual membership.
Oh, it's an annual membership, okay.
Yeah, typically I find that I will put people into a long-term relationship within the first 3 introductions.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's because it's so thorough, the matching. If everything's aligned, the chance of there being chemistry is so much higher.
Okay, Pippa, this is great stuff. Wonderful. I don't need your services, but if I meet anybody who does, I will send them to you. It sounds like really, really fun.
I love to do it. I get to play Cupid every day.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Well, if you need Pippa's matchmaking services, Synergy Matchmaking can help you find love. All you need to do is start with a phone call, 305-766-4955, to get yourself started. That's how you can reach Pippa. We'll be right back. Stay with us.